So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been any...
He's had a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's in a great position here. Law! That is lovely from Law!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Yamal. Great vision. Van Bouten spots it and intercepts. Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Del Piero. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Del Piero.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And Del Piero! Really well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Truly superb, a goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He's being urged to shoot. That's really well cleared. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now, can they get him away? And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Ball is over the line. Messi does well to get it back. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Neymar. Soboslai gets through on his own. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Spread it left. Neymar. And he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly.
2 minutes has been indicated.
And he skips past his man. And the first 45 minutes are up. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And the game has already resumed here. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Kubo. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And it's Kubo. Always onto this. He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Thinks one through. Irwin getting this one clear. That's a good ball out wide. Looking to play him in. Oh, that was vital. Law. Now it's Soboslai. The less said about that pass, the better. And that's put paid to a promising move. Looking for options for movement. Played out towards the right wing. He has found the way through. Thinks about the shot. Barcelona with this hand. Oh, he's been caught napping.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Neymar. Neymar! Neymar! What about that one? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 11, Neymar. Number 9, Suarez. Number 19.
Bit too much weight on the pass.
Number 10, Kubo. Coming on the field.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
It's Roberto Carlos! In for the pieces!
Rooney. Number 22, Grealish.
Law. Rooney. And that has put paid to that. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Law. And it's Gattuso. Grealish. That is a brilliant interception. Good ball over the top. And this is Del Piero. Del Piero! He's in space and looking for options.
Well played and well cleared.
Throw in. Finds himself. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Casillas will have to save it here or there's real trouble. As you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
It's become a case of men against boys. Nicely aimed pass. He's on it, can he get away? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
No, it's come to nothing. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Nice-looking ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's beautifully weighted. And Del Piero! Cleared without complication. Grealish. Law. He can get that clear.
There will be
And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Raul. He's shifting through the gears here. Cross to the back post.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Looking for the run. It's a pretty loose pass. So that's it. It is all over. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect, to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Del Piero claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some... Header! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Donadoni really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Shot could be on. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Deep cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's a lovely, neat pass. Neymar, there he goes, motoring forward. Neymar. Oh, that's a fine interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Makalele goes sliding in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Still goalless. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And here's Donadoni, has a shot! Fiore tries to pass it through. De Bruyne, oh that's De Bruyne! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break, no shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Messi. De Bruyne. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary. Takes a shot! Well, now it's a... and the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Barcelona! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Barcelona happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Donatoni. Goes for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether...
And it's been... Decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2, then. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's having a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Half an hour gone in the second half. De Bruyne. Big chance! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other.
And he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tied to the score. Simple as.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Substitution.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
There will be 5 minutes.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Last chance, perhaps. Roberto Carlos delivers. And he's gone looking for safety. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. This looks promising. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good ball! Chance, surely! He scored! 2 up and in charge, and added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner.
There you have it.
Owen taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Many thanks to Jim. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. No. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looks to the other side. Saka. Kaká. Good pressure, determined, intense. Has a look and plays it forward. So we're still where we started right now. He's had it taken off him. And the keeper takes decisive action. Goes looking wide. Now it's Owen. Well timed, excellent interception. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Saka. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Out towards the flank. Great vision, and he's picked it up out wide. He's gone for goal! Another special Neymar moment! A finish of true class! The breakthrough strike! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Gabriel. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave.
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned... Haaland! That could spell trouble. And the shot! It's a goal! Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, the ball's gone astray.
That's good defensive concentration.
Owen. Looking for options for movement. Played out to the left flank. And it's Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Takes a shot! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Number 13, Kakao. Coming on to replace him is number 22, Bellingham.
Szoboszlai with a real chance here.
Well, he may well be lining up the knuckleball here. It is a specialty.
Del Piero! Oh, crossbar! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Zanetti. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Jorginho. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eder Militao. Maradona might just make this. And he's worked it through. And there goes the final whistle. Oh, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
So there it is, everyone.
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Leonardo Bonucci. He's as imposing as they come, Peter, and he knows just how to use his physical attributes to make life difficult for attackers. He's also got a very good eye for a killer long ball, so don't be surprised if you see him launch a few counter-attacks for his team today.
Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! In he goes again! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Neither of these has a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Chance! Oh, nice! Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Barcelona are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Law. Now it's Neymar. Looking to play him in. Thuram. Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not...
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Madrid with this to equalise. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class.
Neymar! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! A finish right from the top draw. And they get themselves in front. No space, no problem. You just... Goes for a shot! Sensational from Suarez! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. And now he has two. So all square, and not for the first time.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response.
It's Pele! Yes, it's in! And the comeback is complete. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Vieri is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Mateus. Vieri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Time left for a comeback.
And the second half gets underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Law, Neymar, Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Up he goes! Now, who's going to be first to this? Chance for a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And another try! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Rodri. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Roberto Carlos. Good pitch, Roberto! Oh, crossbar! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Suarez has been caught there, it's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh, well played, well played. Del Piero. Del Piero charging forward, the ball at his feet. Busquets is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Kukçu. And it's Zanetti. Can he get it through? Oh, that was vital.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Law! Just off target.
Law usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And again! Suarez is flagged offside.
This is a show of real intent to add another goal to their lead. No hesitation whatsoever.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 8.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Neymar. Number 5. Ronaldinho.
And this is Luis Suarez.
Number 9.
Knocks it out wide.
Del Piero.
Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez!
Owen.
And
Number
that would
23.
have won it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Ryan Shaki.
Looking for options for movement. Owen. Oh, what? Off the post. Decent enough try.
Doué just denied by a lick of paint. We're talking centimetres.
And it's Owen. Roberto Carlos. He can run onto that. He is. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again. It's a goal. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. Well, that's not the best. Tries from a long way out. And that may well be that. That is that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Let's hope for better luck next time.
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Irwin. Played in deep. And he's had a hit! And he's lifted it over.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
Well, the defence just about... Here's a chance! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And it's Rodri. Pele conjures time and space where few can. That's a good... Mateus! Oh, it's there! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And Del Piero! And that's a superb piece of defending. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it! Has another go! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Well, can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Goes for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, Waters, and one more try! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Law! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And the keeper's given it all, and again! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding.
It's Pele! Superb from Pele! away! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2.
Let's hope for more of the same.
And the action is back underway. Busquets. Madrid finding their passes. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Del Piero. Del Piero was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's burst Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
It's their second corner of the game. Busquets tries to clear. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was...
Real chance! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
And now he has 2. Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Madrid looking to pass their way through. Threads one in. Great chance! And he's found the net! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden.
Chance! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And he's had it nicked away. Madrid disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Tries to pass it through. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Busquets. Rodri. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Szoboszlai. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Barcelona really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Szoboszlai. Mateus, given the lift of his goal. Busquets. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Luis Suarez. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Law voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
There you have it.
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And he shoots! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Romario, and it's made its way. No! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Barcelona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Romario, now that's well seen too. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's being urged to shoot. And Del Piero! Alessandro Del Piero! Another ice-cool goal! About as smooth as it gets. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Romario. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Law, chance! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Barcelona, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. And we are already promptly back underway. And he was alert to it. Bullet, a true great in every sense of the word. Irwin. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Haaland. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Del Piero. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. That's good running with the ball. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
This is Romario. Strong running down that left flank.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Romario might just make this.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Haaland. Looking to play him in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Decent progress down the left. And it's Neymar. Del Piero. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around.
Law! Outstanding by Law!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Cherki. Can he get it through? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ronaldinho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a throw. Ronaldinho might just make this. Zanetti. Now it's Ronaldinho. Del Piero. It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's following up. Has another go. Zanetti clears it away.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the...
Great chance! Oh, crossbar! Oh, taken with style.
Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now the ball's gone astray. Irwin is onto this. Beckham. And it's lofted through here.
And he's surging through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good up...
Just about within shooting range.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And that's really well manoeuvred.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Oh, good-looking ball. And that's another good win of the ball. And he's picked out the run. Thinks about the shot. Decent chance! Yes! They are really purring here. And they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Barcelona absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Barcelona have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And we're underway again. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's an imaginative pass. And the ball is out of play.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. And it's Ronaldinho. Zanetti, the man that is tenacity personified. And this is Ronaldinho. And has a shot! Tries to pass it through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Law.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Rijkaard. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. It's a pretty loose pass. Neymar picks it up out wide. Filippo Inzaghi. Chance for a shot! Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Neymar plays it short. Cleared without complication. He's making a real surge on the left. And he's been shifted off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nicely shaped ball. No way through. Baresi. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And that's been won straight back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that has been slung wide. And it's Kukçu. Irwin aimed beyond the defence. Chiellini with the clearance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now, can they get him away? Cross from... Terrific! Oh, off the bar! Ronaldinho! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
It's become a case of men against boys. Rijkaard. And he's had a hit! Oh, it rattles the bar! Sticks it away! And there's your hat-trick hero! He is simply... And that's that! Barcelona looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Law, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.